goes out to you and yours. It's been a long time that we haven't danced like this.
Hello,
Put your right foot forward.
Her thing looks like a total setup there going on there, huh?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
Good night.
Sorry about the time warp. I live on another planet. It's nice here, though. It's nice.
Yes, it's good to be on another planet.
Yes,
Here's
isn't it? Your glasses are definitely giving other planet.
Yo, Jono.
I like it. I like how they really just work with the. What is that? What animal skin is on your chair?
Oh man, I don't know the animal skin business, but this animal is fair trade. He actually already died.
Okay.
Just putting that out there.
Faux polar.
Just putting that out there. This animal was already died, and then they found him. Nobody poached him. It's a llama.
It's llama.
Okay,
oh, that's
just
lovely.
Saying. Yep.
Well, hello everyone. Thanks for making time, and thanks also for your patience as I, got on your planetary vibe. I know Gavin. I also know Dear Exile. I don't know you two on this side of my screen.
Irina is my name. Hi.
Irina?
Exactly.
Okay, Irina, perfect. Nice to meet you.
I'm Hendrick.
Hendrick, nice to meet you as well. Okay,
Nice
so I'm Isis. So I think we are going to start-ish now-ish.
So FYI, everybody, if everybody is not on the same ground, Isis Semaj-Hall is our moderator for this program.
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed. I will moderate things.
And I think everybody has their real name, I think. Yeah? Good.
Oh, yeah, I moved the mouse and now I see every name popping up, making it much easier for my brain. Okay. And we're here to talk about Rub A Dub Skank.
Right.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Okay, so everyone's all ready, so I guess we can just begin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just let me ask you, where are you? Because
I'm in.
Sorry.
I'm in Jamaica. I think I'm the only person in Jamaica. It's lonely on this island.
Yeah.
I'm in Jamaica every day. Yeah.
You see?
It's a state of mind.
Yeah.
Exactly. Got to open your third eye. And then you're there. Okay, so we're where are you all? I know where some of us are. Some of us are in Germany. Maybe more specifically, where are we?
I'm in
We're just about Switzerland.
Okay.
I'm in Colombia.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I think you and I are the closest. It's still very kilometers.
Yeah, I need to get to Colombia though. It's very important.
Okay. Yeah, it's really nice to hear. Yeah, I'm in Cali.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I need to get to Medellin. I need to get to Cartagena. I need to get there. Okay, it's on the list. Okay, so Gavin, you want me to go through this in the order that you have it kind of set up?
Yeah, if it feels right.
It does. So we'll start with, I guess, a more formal introduction, and I suppose you can each say what your role was in the coming together of this particular song. Okay, so when you just introduce yourself and say your name, I suppose say where you were when you were offering your contribution to, and what role that was that you served in the creation of this song. And then Clayton, are you editing this? Are you doing any of that kind of work for this?
We are recording it.
I know it's being recorded, but I mean, should we all be muting? Should we be muting when we're not talking just to make sure there's not any of that kind of stuff? What do you all want to do?
If you feel like your stuff need to be muted, then you mute it. But my microphone, the moment I take it away, nobody hears me.
That's technology for you. Okay, so I guess everyone will make their own choices about what to do about muting. It seems that everyone is muted that's not speaking. Let's probably stick to that format. But also, I don't think we have to do too much apologizing and stuff. If you want to jump in and say something, maybe just start flashing your hands, not too vigorously though. It might get scary. So again, we'll start with introductions. I can call a name just so that it moves more freely. And maybe we'll do it that way. Okay, so we're going to do a quick intro from each of you, saying where you are or what part of the world you represent and what it is that you offered to Rub A Dub Skank. So why don't we begin with Gavsborg?
Yeah, so my name is Gavin, aka Gavsborg. I'm a Jamaican, now based in Berlin, Germany, and I worked on this tune, Rub A Dub Skank, from Berlin, Germany.
Hey, good evening, guten Tag, guten Abend, hello, bonjour, bonsoir. So, my name is Clayton Johnson, but you can call me Exile Di Brave, whatever you feel like, or Cat, or Seven. And I contributed my vocals on this track, and I am based right now in Southwest Germany, but I'm from Fort Moore, Kingston. I'm the King's son.
Awesome. Hendrick?
Hello, Hendrick. I mix engineered the project, and I received the music from Gavsborg, and it was just like the music was speaking through me, and I just made it work with what I was offered.
Irina?
So my name is Irina Mossi. I live in Switzerland. I have roots from Congo, Africa, and Switzerland. And I recorded and wrote my part in Switzerland.
Wonderful. This is a fully global project, and I'm really glad to be a part of this. I'm Isis Semaj-Hall right here in Kingston, Jamaica, and I'm happy to be talking with you all about Rub A Dub Skank. Maybe we should take a quick moment to just think about why is it that Rub A Dub Skank is a Cat 7 project? Maybe what is Cat 7? Can we start with that question?
So Cat 7, as I said, if you listen to the album already, you would know, as I said, Cat 7 represented at that time, 7 represented the amount of years Gavin and I have been working for. I know Gavin and doing stuff with him. I think he reached about 9 years now, but he's still 7 all the time, right? So, and the cat, it's just like what you see. Look at my glasses. Look at our music. Look at it. I was explaining before to Irina. It's just this mystical thing about a cat that no matter how you're trying to domesticate or put a cat into the house or do whatever you want to do with a cat does what a cat does, whatever if he likes, and it does it a cat way, you know. So, and that's how we're dealing with the music. You know, we have no limit to what we're doing. We're just doing whatever we feel like. And the other mystic is just for the universe to figure it out.
Well, the universe is quite curious. Gavsborg, is there anything you'd like to add to this mystical cat and this magical 7?
So, from the creation of the album, anything related to the definition of Cat 7, I always pass it to Exile, and that's the answer.
Perfect. I like how this teamwork goes. Okay, so we've dealt with Cat 7, or have we? Let's go now to the title of the song, right? So Rub A Dub Skank. Irina and Hendrick, when it came your way, did you know the title? Were you aware of it?
I didn't know the title as yet, no.
Well,
trying to remember what I heard. I think there was a part where the rhythm was done. Brave was already like, put your left foot forward. And Gavin just gave me some ideas to come in with lyrics. He gave me some lyrical ideas with something joyful, party, moving. And I think, did you give me the idea of, yeah, I think you gave me a good line with the chorus, actually. This young groove it. I guess so, yeah. So that was it was pretty clear already. I had a lot of space when it came to the verse. I was free on the verse. but I got some good inspiration to start with. And I love the vibe from Jump. I love it. And what I really love about it as well is I'm a versatile artist. I love to mix styles as well. And I love that the chorus and also my singing part, the verse has like a little disco soulful vibe still, right? And I love this merge as well.
Nice. Hendrick, can you jump in here and tell us what it felt like when it came your way?
I already knew the title of the song, and I heard it and it was really good. I feel like I was waiting for a while to, because I was telling them earlier in the call that it's the first reggae music that I've mixed. So I feel like I was like waiting to get some music in this style to see what I can do with it. And so I met Gavin, and yeah, it happened what it happened. It was I think we did very little changes, like when I first sent it to y'all, and then you guys really liked it, the vocal work and all of that stuff, and it clicked immediately pretty much.
Yeah, great. Okay, so now that we have those understandings, I think it would be really interesting to now jump back with Brave and Gavsborg and to think about what it was that they were trying to achieve or ultimately did achieve with this awesome song that is joyful, it's free, it's got lots of space, got that party vibe, and of course, a little hokey pokey in there too, right? So, what can we say perhaps about that? Gavsborg, I understand that this song came to you on a very special day. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yes, extremely symbolic to me, this tune. Well, the whole project, but that symbolism started with the birth of this song. And the symbolism is that the first like few like lines came to me from just being in a very joyful mood. That day was the day when my son was born. And I was just full of joy. And I came up with the first lines and it felt really special, felt really positive, and I just immediately linked Exile to help me build it out. And after that, we decided that, there is also an element here that we would really love to connect with. And we both mutually felt that element could be delivered by Irina, and indeed it was.
Nice. Should we take the break here?
No hands on your waist, then you wine and go round. Hands on your waist and you wine and go round. I say your hands on your waist, then you wine and go round. Wine and go round and then you wine and come round. No back to where you start from. We take it back. We are going to
All right. So Gavsborg, you're saying that the song started, bubbling in your head on the same day that your son was born, but then you kicked it over to Brave to help flesh it out. So, Brave, why don't you tell us what it is that you added? What was it that you were hearing and what was it that you added?
First thing I always say this on every interview, no matter how an artist is great, he needs, or she or he needs, a good producer. And producer sometimes has a vision of seeing the end result way before they even begin working on a project. And like with Gavin, it's that is the thing. So Gavin already know how this thing is going to end. So it's like you're bringing somebody on your journey, but the person you're picking to come on this journey, this person have to understand where we're going. You know what I mean? So when Gavin called me on these songs, it's basically Gavin will talk 2-3 things to me. So if you're not the type of person who figure out what is going on, you won't get there. But Gavin know that me the type of person who will figure out what's going on, quicker than, so he came up with the idea and said, yeah, Brave, listen to this. But you're right. Like he was saying like, right foot forward, but he would say it certain way. But then which is me now, I have to come up with my creativity now of how we're gonna deliver this thing on that track. And that's what I did, basically the delivery, you know what I mean? So he bake the cake and tell me if I bring it out. You see me? Bring it to the person who's supposed to get it. So when the order make, He's the one who cook it, but he said, "You bring it to them." So I know which route to take to get there. That's basically what happens with all of these, especially with this song, because he had this vision of how the song's supposed to sound. So like when we did the first one or two, he said like, okay, maybe I'll make a change. And then we said, oh, I see where y'all go with this thing. I see where you're going with this thing right now. So this is how we're singing it, and this is how we get in there. Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, so I think Irina hinted at that as well, right? That she was given, a little bit of direction, and it was just enough to kind of get all of the kind of creative juices flowing to know how to deliver. So then maybe I need to kick it back to Gavsborg to say, or to ask, what was the 1 and 2 things that you said to Brave, right? Irina told us what you told her and how you gave her this kind of, freedom and space to play. But what was it that you recall telling Brave?
The overall message to Brave was that reggae music hardly get a dance song.
Exactly.
Dancehall music always get a dance song. Reggae music always left out of the dancing song business, and reggae music is dancing music. So we wanted a dance song in reggae, and that was the overall message. So I had some lyrics, just a few lyrics. I didn't pen the whole song, but I had some few lyrics, and I know that along with Exile and Irina, we wanted people to dance. That is the end result, for people to dance when they hear the song, right? So that is the vibes. Dance song in reggae music.
Yeah, and can I add something? I'm thinking Gavin plays a certain space of confidence in us as the singers to deliver that, you know what I mean? Because do remember, we're not in the same room. We're at different locations doing this. So he have which I really appreciate, he have a certain confidence that he left like, okay, you guys supposed to can do this. So when I go into my space, I have to kind of, figure out telepathically where Gavin is, with what his vision in, and tap into that and bring what we bring in as, Irina and myself bringing onto this track for it to say. So when Gavin get this result, he said, oh, yeah, man, that is it, Yeah.
That, like the approach that Gavin had when I think it was a phone call, he tried to call me or whatever, but we did talk on the phone, and it was very clear to you, and he said to Brave too that it's you that we want on the track. So the idea was clear. It was like, I need this and this person to make this sound like I want it to sound, and obviously with Hendrick, they found the perfect person to mix it as well.
Yeah. This sounds great. And I mean, I appreciate that this song does kind of give the tutorial, the necessary tutorial, to remind folks that are listening to reggae, this is what you do. This is how you skank to this kind of music. So I think that's great and mission accomplished. But I wonder if we can kind of get into the kind of global aspect, right? Because we think about reggae as a music, of course, coming from Jamaica, born of Jamaica, but, having made its rounds all over the globe and really connecting with people. And earlier on, Hendrick, you were talking about, this being a great moment for you to mix reggae, something that you hadn't done before. And you're a Venezuelan that is located in Colombia, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Right. And Irina, you're Congolese, yes?
Dope.
I'm mixed Congolese Swiss, yeah. My mother is Congolese, yeah, but I was born and raised in Switzerland.
So I'd love to hear if the two of you can talk about maybe where reggae music fits into your kind of worldview or your soundscape, something about that.
Okay, so I listened to reggae music from I was a child, actually, because my parents, as I just mentioned, my father from the Democratic Republic of Congo, actually. There's 2 different Congos. And Switzerland, my mother, they were very open with music styles. There was world music, jazz, soul, reggae as well. And I was always attracted to reggae music through that. And then I got to travel to Jamaica as well to learn a little bit more about reggae music. And up to today, it is a genre that I really appreciate. I feel like now the festival season is coming up again in Europe, and I'm so looking forward to just be in a crowd and let the bass line like deliver it. Because reggae just has like this power to vibe, to make people vibrate. So, and also as a artist, I also have some reggae parts in recordings, but also in live sets. As I said before, I'm a versatile artist, but I come from gospel when it's singing. I started with gospel and jazz and soul, and but reggae music is always a part of my heart. Yeah.
It's super interesting that you're mentioning the gospel and the soul thing, because like I was definitely hearing that when I first heard your part of the song, your verse and your like background vocals. And it was kind of like combinations of genres, what I was hearing when I first got it. And my introduction with reggae it wasn't very early. I think I was just because I studied for saxophone when I was a kid. So I was studying a lot of different genres and play live and stuff. And but the music that I really like to listen to was bass driven. So when I got this track, it was kind of like I was making it bass driven, but also kind of like these gospel sounds, these like brighter sounds, kind of like make it all a force of sound, driving forward, people making them move. And yeah, it was thanks of the combinations of all of those influences.
Nice. All right. So I think this is going to be the final question. And this one is going to go right back to Gavsborg and to Brave. And it's about the fact that you're both located in Germany right now. Is there any part of, I suppose, Germany or the German soundscape that is influencing Cat 7 as an album, or this song, Rub A Dub Skank, as a single?
Yeah, absolutely. I draw influences from anywhere I am. And being in Berlin right now, there's definitely something that seeps its way into the music. The root of the sound is always Jamaican, but there will always be something from somewhere else. I spend some time in New Zealand as well. There's a little something from New Zealand in there too. As you can hear with some of the songs, there's some German language on it. And all of that came in naturally, we didn't start out with this intent, but it came naturally because definitely the influences were there from before. So yeah, definitely Berlin and Southwest German influences on it. Exile can share a little bit more about maybe where Southwest Germany is.
Southwest side is the best side. anyway, I'm like, so the part of Germany where I live is basically, I live in the sun. I'm with Saarland. It's a small state, which is like a incy state, but it's very fun because I live borderlands. I live between France. I live 35 minutes from France. I live an hour from Luxembourg. And I live like right around everywhere. I live like everywhere, like in the middle of everywhere. And yeah, what I learned about with the songs, especially when you're delivering songs and you're delivering to different audiences, is how what you're singing and how simple or how difficult it is for people to understand it. And I think especially when I am doing songs, with all my travels, when I'm doing songs, I'm always thinking about how am I going to perform this song. So with this song especially, we were penciling this song with the intent of seeing persons doing it in front of me, in so to speak. So we have to keep it very simple with, of course, keep this Jamaicanness, this essence of it, how I approach it with the baritone style, the dancehall style, but still keep it very understandable for everybody. So everybody can comprehend what you're saying and how you're doing it, and everybody can do it. That's what I grasp from my surrounding when I'm dealing with people here and that stuff, because a lot of people will speak English, but not so much. So if you're going to speak English with them, you have to keep it very simple. So, and I took that approach. We took that approach in the song too. Yeah.
Well, it's a nice, straightforward, vibesy reggae dance song, and so glad that it's here. So glad that Cat 7 is here. Anything anyone else want to share about the process? Highlights, BTS? Anything get chopped and you're like, what? I can't believe that got edited out. I really like that wailing sound I added.
Before we started to record, actually. But the project was, I don't know how it went exactly, but I think it was submitted to the Berkeley University students. And we had a Zoom meeting as well, and there were different mixes from the different students that were presented. And I love to be a part of that process as well, because I was able to like listen to the different sounds and the different ideas, and what has to be a part, because sound image is not really my strength. I learned a lot through this session, and I just love that you guys made me be a part of that too. And even this conversation now, I love it. It shows that you guys are very serious about what you're doing. And that's chapeau, on dit en français, Hut ab auf Deutsch, hat off in English. Voilà.
Yeah, hats off.
Hats off. Yeah.
Nice. That's great. That's great to have the incorporation of like multiple viewpoints on the same work, right? To really make it even more collaborative and really get a sense of the connection. And that sounds like what this project was about how can it connect directly with people? And you all identified each other as the ones to make it possible and then delivered it. And now here it is for the whole world, for the whole universe.
Yeah, definitely.
Connection.
Definitely. Like when we were even listening before we had Irina on the track, like we were like Gavin and I, we were just saying like we need somebody close by, but somebody also understand what we're doing. Like, and like that sound like would be, in the right chemistry to what we were doing. And as she said, no hearing her background of stuff that she had growing up listening to, that's what we tapped into. Maybe we didn't know that at the point, but we knew from following, and I watch a lot of stuff you're doing on the internet as well, Irina. So I see, and I listen to some of your songs, so I know the sounds what you, not because I know you're true reggae, but what you were doing outside of reggae, that's what we got attracted to. Not just the reggae stuff, but the other stuff that you could have done. So when we said, okay, we want that sound on it, because as Hendrick said, he heard like a gospel or something like that on it, and that's the sound that we wanted on it.
I like to hear that. But even the reggae stuff that I do there's also this soul gospel influence on it. I'm not Jamaican. I do have a little accent because my partner is also Jamaican, so I speak patois every day.
So may I say no, that is it.
That is it, exactly. But yeah, my influence, and that's the beauty about reggae as well. Like that you can mix the genres, and it also has it also has been influenced by African music, by
all these genres.
Exactly. So yeah, that is it.
That is it.
That is it. I think that is it.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Isis.
Oh, of course. This is a really great conversation. Nice to hear
Beautiful.
what it all, came from and where it all is going.
So next meet now, what we're doing with Toke? We're to find him.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, this has been beautiful. Thank you, everybody, for joining. It's really, really fun to be here.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
man.
Appreciate it, yeah.
Definitely. And of course, Hendrick, big up, 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 big up. Enough big ups, enough big ups. Yeah.
Yeah, listen to the whole album. It's fire.
It's so good.
Yo, Gavin, why
Top-
we never have, why we
top
didn't
to
have
bottom.
the mastering guys on this one?
He's a bit shy.
Ah, then he could have done the blank screen, you know, the mystic man.
That's funny. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to hop out.
Respect. Enough respect.
Take
Bless
care.
up.
Thank you so
Take
much.
care. Good to
Bye,
meet
everybody.
you. Okay.
So-
Okay, see you guys. Big up on yourself. Thanks everybody for coming in the room at this point in time. We all on different time zone, but really appreciate love it that everybody could be here, you know, to just make it happen. Yeah,
Transplanetary love.
definitely. And Isaac, I hope you're here for the next one as well. Definitely.
Count me in.
All right, cool. Big up.
All right, bye, guys.
Bless.
Now this one goes out to you and yours. It's been a long time that we haven't danced like this. Put your right foot forward, then put your left foot forward. Look out in the sky now. Now everybody put your hands up. Now step to the left if you feel alright. You're loving this vibe, then you move to the right. Step to the left if you feel alright. Now slide to the right if you're getting all the vibes. Now hands on your waist, then you whine and go round. Hands on your waist and you whine and go round. I say your hands on your waist, then you whine and go round. Whine and go round and then you whine and come round. No back to where you start from.